Hey church family, Jesus shared what has become to many some familiar words in his Sermon on the Mount, Matthew chapter 7, verses 1 to 2, when he said, "Do not judge others, and you will not be judged, for you'll be treated as you treat others. The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged." Some people read these words, and they think that what they're saying is that Christians should not make any critical evaluations of other people's lives whatsoever. But if that's what you believe those verses are saying, then you're going to have a real problem when you read that Jesus did command us to make discerning judgments. Like in John 7, where he said, "Look beneath the surface so that you can judge correctly." The easiest way to reconcile those two statements is to realize that there's a wrong way to judge and a right way to judge. When Jesus said, "Do not judge others and you'll not be judged," he was talking about a self-righteous, hypocritical evaluation of another person in which you act like you know the motives of that person when in fact you really don't. He was also talking about holding someone else to a standard that you're not willing to be held to. There are 3 reasons we shouldn't judge someone else in this way. Number 1, God alone is the final judge. He's all-knowing and we're not. And when we act as though we are, we're setting ourselves up for problems. Number 2, judgment is a boomerang. The standard you use in judging others is the standard that you're saying you're willing to have used when it comes to judging you. And the 3rd reason for not judging someone else in a way that you're not willing to be judged is because it's hypocritical. If you have a tendency toward being judgmental and you're looking for someone to judge, Jesus said you could start by looking in the mirror. Again, in Matthew 7, verse 3, Jesus said, "Why worry about a speck in your friend's eye when you have a log in your own? How can you think of saying to your friend, 'Let me help you get rid of that speck in your eye,' when you can't see past the log in your own eye? Hypocrite, first get rid of the log in your own eye, then you'll see well enough to deal with the speck in your friend's eye." Don't miss the fact that in those verses, Jesus isn't saying the fact that you and I are not perfect is the reason why we should never call someone else out on something that they're clearly doing that's wrong. He's simply saying, let judgment begin with you, and then you'll be in a place where you can, if necessary, take someone else aside one-on-one and point out an area they might be blind to without running the risk of being called rightly a hypocrite. I pray we would listen to Jesus' words and take them to heart. Amen.